guys, Sofirn here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a review on the sofirn sc31 Pro. Let's get into this. So this is a 2000 lumen torch made by Sofirn, which has an SST40 LED in it and is 6500 kelvins, and the brains behind it, or the UI, is Andrew 2. So without further ado, let's unbox this thing. So my first thoughts on the torch is that it looks and feels very sturdy. Everything's machined very well. There's no scuffs in the paint, and it's got this lovely matte black finish. And if we open it up, the threads are machined very well, and they've got a tight tolerance, but still not grindy to open up. And if we open that up, we can see the 3000 milliamp hour 18650 battery that Sofirn supply if you would like to get it with the battery. And they've not much slack between the body and where the battery goes, but they do give a bit of slack so that it helps with impact, and this has an impact rating of up to 1 meter. But as I said, looks and feels very sturdy, clips built very well. And let's go on to the specs of this. So as you can see, we'll start at the front here. You can see the SST40 emitter. This is in 6500 kelvins, which is quite a cool white, as you can see. But you can get it in 5000 kelvins as well if you want something just a little bit warmer. Now if we look down there, you can see the smooth reflector, which is optimized for throwing, but will still give a nice steady beam and will give some good flood as well. Now if you move down a bit, you can see the switch here. It's nothing special, but still really nice feeling switch, and has a light on it as well to tell you when the torch is on or off. And also as well, what's good about Andrew is that you can make an auxiliary light so that you can find your torch in the dark. So if you move down a bit, you can see the body here machined really nicely and has really nice grip. If we move over as well, you can see the clip, which is really strong and sturdy. Now right down at the bottom, you see the tail cap, got a hole for a lanyard, and the tail cap is not magnetic, but you can buy magnetic tail caps for this model. So there's different ways of charging the 18650 battery that the Sofirn uses. You can either use the charging port that is located on the Sofirn, which is just a USB-C port that you plug into the wall. This method takes about 2.5 hours and is very good. Or you could use something like a dock, which is a bit more technical, but allows you to change amperage and other variables like that to suit your needs. So let's get to the thing you guys have all been waiting for, the beam shot test. Let's go. So I'm out with the sc31 Pro, and it has recently just rained, so it's wet, but that's not a problem because it is IPX8 waterproof, which means that it's water resistant and waterproof up to 1 meter, so you don't have to worry about it getting wet. Now I've got it on the advanced mode on Android, so I can unlock the full 2000 lumen potential. So we'll start it off on Moonlight here, and we'll slowly ramp up. Now I've got this on smooth ramping, but if you want, you can put it on stepped ramping. Now as you can see there, the artifacting, or satining if you'd like to call it, is quite pronounced, but it's not the worst I've seen. So we'll go on to the highest it will go. We'll ramp to, which is 1000 lumens, and then we'll double click for the 2000 lumens there. And as you can see, a very steady beam on that. Really impressed with that, and it's got up to 200 meters of throw, which is very good for the size, and still offers some nice flood, as you can see here, and I'm very impressed with the spill we're getting from it as well. Let's move on to a throw test. So we just tested out the flood, we'll test out the throw now. We got the smooth reflector, which means that is optimised for throwing, so we should get some really good beams out of this, some really tight beams. Now sofirn say 200 metres of throw, and the trees all the way back there are about 150 metres away, so this should easily be able to light them up. Let's go now, slowly ramp up, and then go on to turbo, and wow, you can really clearly see the trees there. Let's come off from turbo, ramp down and try the trees here that are a bit closer at about maybe 100 meters instead of 150. Ramp up, turbo, and that is just amazing for the size here. Got a really tight beam, but still offers some really nice flood, and I really like the spill on this thing as well. Here's a little test for the throw and the flood. Let's see how it does. Slowly ramp up, going to turbo. Now I can't remember the candela or CRI off the top of my head, so I'll quickly put those on the top of the screen now. Really impressed with this thing. So what are my final thoughts on the sofirn sc31 Pro is that it's a great, budget-friendly, small, super bright torch. Now, you could opt for other options, such as a work or CDO2, which is virtually the same price, same size, and has the same amount of lumens. But one thing that really sold me on the sofirn is the UI. Now, it has Andrill, which is a very complicated UI, but once you learn it, you'll never look back. So if you're looking for a small EDC, very bright torch for a very good price, have a look at the sofirn. Links in the description. Fortunately guys, that's the end of the video, but remember to like, subscribe and turn on those notifications so you're notified when I post another video. Bye.